I really decided that I wanted my career to shift somehow to giving those opportunities to other kids. Being given opportunities really honestly made my entire career that I have now. There's a lot of kids in Syracuse that, their parents don't have the resources available to give them opportunities that a lot of other kids in other districts are getting. Well, a lot of what I do has such an impact that it's what keeps me going. Yeah, so I am Marguerite Mitchell. I'm the Director of Education for the Redhouse Arts Center. Right now we're actually seated in Theater 2, which is our small theater, which is the Bill and Penny Allen theater. And I oversee all of our school district partnerships, our community outreach efforts, our professional development series, anything that is educational or outreach piece to the programming that we have going on in the building. I've been here for 10 years, so I just rang in my 10-year anniversary this past July. So I was hired at the time, 10 years ago, to begin summer camps here at Redhouse. Our board president had an amazing idea. He wanted to do a music writing camp, rock camp. And so I was originally hired just to help him see that dream to fruition. And we've been growing programming ever since. We started out that year, I think, with probably about 17 to 18 students, 6 teachers, and now we actually have about 20,000 students that we impact annually through just the education department. One of the things that inspired me to even move into the role that I'm in here is that growing up, I was very into the arts. My parents made sure that I had a lot of opportunities to explore various different art forms. I did ballet, I did tap, I played the violin, I did the school shows, played in the pit orchestra, all of that stuff. So I went to college to be an English teacher. I became an English teacher, but that arts piece was still very much part of who I am. So I helped with the productions at the middle school that I taught at. I acted in community theater shows. So the arts was still very, very much a part of my life, even when I was just a traditional classroom teacher. And at the time I was on track. I'm like, what do I do with my career? Do I become a superintendent? Do I become a principal? I was very much on that track for several years. And I came to the Redhouse Arts Center and I met the founding artistic director, Laura Austin. I met the executive director at the time, and they shared with me that they were starting an education department and that they wanted to grow the impact that their mission for this theater was supposed to be having on the community. So I left the classroom and I moved my career here to help them start the education department. One of the reasons why I was very much on the track of becoming either a superintendent or administrator of some kind is I wanted to grow my impact, especially from being a kid that wasn't from a wealthy family. Being given opportunities really honestly made my entire career that I have now. It made my life. It made me a whole person. There's a lot of kids in Syracuse that, their parents don't have the resources available to give them opportunities that a lot of other kids in other districts are getting. And so I just wanted to grow my impact, move myself into downtown Syracuse, and the Redhouse sort of presented itself to me at that same time that I was thinking through these possible career changes. What keeps me going are when I see the programs that we are fighting to keep happening actually have that impact. You see that student really engage with something. You have a principal call you and say that the number of referrals that month went down during the time that your teachers were there. Another community program that is one of my favorites, it's so near and dear to my heart, is our partnership with Arc of Onondaga. And that's lasted for about 8 years, I think. And the impact that has had even on the individuals that come every single year is astounding. we have someone join our show new, very quiet, they don't want to engage with people very much, and then a year or two later they are front row and center on stage, singing, dancing, laughing with everybody, and it's those growth moments that really make me love what I do. So running this year, running in tandem with our theater season, which is a very exciting season. We have a brand new artistic director, Tamar Underwood. It'll be his first season as our artistic director. We're doing Sister Act, Fences, the Scottish play, can't say it because we're in here, and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. And we're running a program this year for teachers and administrators so that they can actually receive CTLE credit for coming to see the show, engaging in conversation before the show and after the show, really picking apart some of the themes and character journeys that are happening in each of the productions and dissecting that together with some guest panelists to see how that might inform some things that they're doing in their classrooms. Yeah, I was surprised at how many people were able to and wanted to still engage with us during the pandemic. So we shut down like everybody else. My executive director, my director of marketing, myself, and the artistic director we had at the time worked really hard to be responsive and move virtual without having any idea how that was going to resonate with the community. And we actually impacted a large number of people even virtually. So when we were allowed to open our doors again, we're seeing an incredible response from everybody wanting to come back to the theater. Yeah, for more information on any of the programs that we have coming up, you can visit our website. It's theredhouse.org. All of our contact information is also on there under the staff tab. So if you want a tour of the space, you have questions about any partnerships, we love partnering with other local nonprofit organizations or companies, businesses. So any sort of partnership ideas that someone might have, they can reach out to any of us pretty much at any time. And we're really looking forward to being back open and seeing people in person again.